What's up, y'all? It's Nydja Unlocked. I'm here at the Fruitful event with none other than SCAIXO. We are celebrating her EP, Fruitful. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. How about you?
I'm good. So I just want to know, like, how do you be fruitful every day?
Honestly, if something's on my mind or like I have encouraging words for anybody, I definitely just tell them. I used to be like very socially awkward, so I've made it a point to make sure that like I compliment people when I want to. I speak to people when I feel the urge to. So definitely just like spreading love as a whole. So.
Yes, we love that. And I know you said that the EP had a lot of like Caribbean influence and Afro-Caribbean. Where are you from?
My family's from Jamaica.
Period. Me too.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
What did you pull from for influences in this EP?
As far as like what, like
just like the vibes for the music. I know you said like to get people to dance and that kind of thing. Well,
honestly, I pull for like my favorite artists, and honestly, just like a vibe and energy that I wanted to create as well. I did this recently, travel to Jamaica for the first time, and it was just like very lively, like it was very like get up and dance, like high energy, and very much fruitful energy. So I really did also pull from that experience as well, but I did want to like create an energy to make people want to dance, to want to like express themselves and love on other people, love themselves as well. So that's really where I pulled from.
What is your studio process like, or when you want to write a song? Like, what do you start with? The lyrics, the beat, just the vibes?
Honestly, it depends on the song. Like sometimes I'll start with the words. I'll have like an idea, but sometimes I'll start with the beat. Like if I hear a beat I like. But for this EP, I think it definitely started with the words though, because I did have like messages that I wanted to send through. So yeah, it depends on the song as well, but yeah.
So when did you know that you were different? Like, I'm not like everybody else. I'm gonna express a different way. I'm gonna be fruitful in a whole completely different way than how everybody else is.
Honestly, very young. I'm actually working on a project now that like is gonna speak about the process of like growing up being different and like how I was treated because of that. I've always been like different and very like expressive, and my mind has also always been very different. So people will be like, why are you thinking about stuff like that? Or like, yeah, so I knew very young. Even going to school, like I'm definitely a maximalist, so like I have a whole bunch of accessories on. Like, why are you dressing up for school? Because I want to.
Yeah.
And also like my mind does work differently than other people, so that still does affect me socially sometimes. Like, so yeah, it just in all ways, honestly. Yeah.
You know, I hate that so bad because it's like as a kid, you go to school every day. So where else would I dress up? Like I'm here every day. like
I can't have fun.
like. So it really don't make no sense, but I think when you are different, people don't really know how to handle it, and I think being a creative, it takes so much courage, and it's like a vulnerable thing to be like, okay, I'm gonna just be different and express it and put it out there for other people's opinions. And so I feel like I commend you for putting yourself out there in this way.
And it's crazy too because like I feel like I didn't even realize till maybe like a few years ago that like it was very vulnerable to like be yourself, because like at first it was just like I'm just this way, but like then once I realized that like, oh, people are actually looking at you because you're dressing that way, people are actually like perceiving you a certain way because like you stick out, like it did like affect me a bit, especially after COVID, because I was like isolated for a long time. So I guess being more socially aware and like socially anxious as well after that, it did affect me for some time, but I'm glad to have come back to a place where like I'm okay with people looking at me, I'm okay with being different and sticking out. So
yeah, and that's the best thing, because if you weren't, then we wouldn't even be here. Like we wouldn't even be here. Wouldn't we have all these people together being fruitful, creating, painting, so it's necessary.
Thank you so much, and thank you so much for being here too. I really do appreciate you being here. But yeah, I'm a big believer in like everything happens for a reason. So like that's why I am adamant on if I do have an idea or a calling, like I make sure I do it, because like if God is calling me to do something, then I feel like it's my.
And we don't want Prince to get it.
No, literally. We'll use somebody else as a vessel too. I be having ideas that like I'll procrastinate. I'm like, God, please don't get this idea to somebody else. I'm gonna do it.
Well, we'll be back. We're gonna talk to y'all later. Again, this is Nydja Unlocked and
SCAIXO.
Bye. What's up, y'all? It's Nydja Unlocked, and we are at the Fruitful event, and I am here with
Shannon.
How are you, Shannon?
I'm good. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah. So, how do you be fruitful every day?
I think I really try to. I mean, this is kind of cliche, but be true to myself. And I try and think about what God would want for me. I am Christian. He's very important in my life. And really try and like focus less on what other people are saying, how other people are interpreting the Bible, what other people are claiming God wants, and just try and communicate directly with Him. Yeah, I would say being fruitful is like trying to live as your truest self. And for me, God is a really big source of guidance for that.
So, how was the event today? How did you like it?
It was a lot of fun. I came here by myself, and I'm a pretty introverted person, so it was a bit like out of my comfort zone. But Sky was really welcoming. The activities were really fun and made it easy to talk to people, like especially the icebreaker bingo. So yeah, it's been cool.
Well, that's good. I'm glad. Oh, so you did participate in the bingo. Did you make a TikTok with anyone, or what did you do?
Yes, I did make a TikTok with somebody. We were just like showing our little paintings that we did. I also posted an Instagram story, got photobombed in it. Yeah, I met some people like who followed the prompts, like someone with a pet. I met someone with 2 cats.
Okay, great. Well, I appreciate you for stopping to talk to me. Is there anything else that you want to leave the people with as far as being fruitful or the music, Afro-Caribbean Heritage Month, anything?
Listen to the EP. It's really fun. It's really cool.
So how do you be fruitful every day?
I think I'm fruitful every day because I make a conscious decision to be a better version of myself and reciprocate that out to the people in the world. That's how I be fruitful. Sky, I was trying to think of her because I called her the name that I gave her, Zayla. Right. I have this. That's my daughter, and then I had 3 other kids. So my daily goal is to be a better version for them and show them how to be a better version for themselves. So that's how I be fruitful every day.
When did you know that you had somebody special on your hands, that she was different?
Always. Like when Zayla was 3, Sky. When Sky was 3, like I had her younger sister, and that my daughter, she had like colic, so which meant she stayed up all night. Okay. And so at that time, she had an older brother, I had Zayla, and I had the younger one, right? And so in the morning time, I would get up and get my son ready to go to school. She was still too young to go to school, and then I had the baby, right? But I hadn't slept all night, and when I would get up in the mornings, she was so intentional of making sure that she didn't bother me. And like for 6 months, that girl, my youngest daughter, would cry every day, and she was so thoughtful to not bother me. She knew that like in the morning time was the only few hours that I would have sleep, and for her to be 3 years old and care that much about me, you know, that was from day one where I realized how special she was. Like even one day, like the TV wasn't working, and she came upstairs and she was like, "Mommy, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to wake you." And I knew from then that on that she was always something special.
What about in the creative aspects with the singing, modeling, clothes, everything like that?
She's just like even like sometimes like I would look at it and I'm like, why are you doing that? She'd be like, oh, this is just what I'm gonna do. She's always been creative. Like my mom taught her how to sew, and like she showed her one time, and ever since then she's been like sewing stuff. I'm like, can you sew this for me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Something that I would like look at, I'm like, I can remotely do that. And she's always just set her own tone, and she always went with it. So I've loved her for that. Even as her being younger than me is something that I admire and say, okay, this is something I want to follow behind her and do that too. So,
which parts do you see yourself in? Like, what do you like to do for creativity?
The sewing part. I think for one, I think these days, especially like with clothes and stuff, it's so much easier if you could take something that you bought from the store and like recreate it or make it fit you better. Yeah. Like I think most of us are not like the cookie cutter type size women. So if you could take that, like she takes sometimes I'll be saying her steal my clothes. I'm like, how are you stealing my? We're like two different sizes. So I just think that part of her I would love to do, just mainly because when I recreate stuff and like sew something or add something to my clothes to make them look better, I feel so much comfortable in it. So that's part of what she does that I would like to do as well.
How do you feel like it went today?
I think it went well. I think she set her mind to say this is what she's going to do, and it turned out well. She always seemed to attract people that's similar and like-minded like her, that's just very open-minded and genuinely like sweet. And I like to see that from, because she always like, oh, those people are super nice. And I'd be like, but then when I come in her space, I always see that these people just like are genuinely nice. So I think it went really well, and it's good. I'm glad that she took the time to do it and promote herself.
Yeah. No, I think we were just having this conversation that it's like such a vulnerable thing to like put yourself out there, and you don't know what response you're gonna get or how people are gonna receive you. So I just feel like it's a super courageous thing, and it's good that she has that support from y'all.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Is there anything else you want to tell the people about the event, the EP, anything?
Download it, please. Thank you. Follow her at SCAIXO as a SCAIXO. I've been following her forever, so I don't know.